Big welcome to you, Scorpion. So now we have spring, we have the feeling of Sun in Aries. Sun in Aries is like we want to explore, we want to go, we want to open up, right? We want to receive the light, the sun, right? Like the flower. It's like this is it, we're going out, we're looking up. And so the Emperor, right, this energy of like, we are here in our head, ego. Sometimes it can go a little bit too much, but it's also like, what do I want from this year? It's the beginning of a new year, right? Again, black and white mix creates contrast, right? Only black, nothing, only white, nothing. Together, it gives us a contrast. It gives us an awareness that things can be told through the combination of those, right? The Golden Dawn Brotherhood, Secret Brotherhood, Mr. Edward Wade, Mr. Aleister Crowley, both of them were in this brotherhood. Both of them learned through this Kabbalistic tree of life, through the tarot. They learned and then created their own tarot deck. The number 4, you would think it's the square. It's not, it's the window. He, the Hebrew word or letter He, is the window that frames the Emperor, but also when we frame something, something becomes more focused, something becomes more clear. Here in the Medicine Woman, the tarot of the native Indian, we have the master or mastery. He sits in front of the fire because it's a fire element, and he smokes his pipe. Through the smoking he gets up into the space element because he has the 4 elements, right? Earth, water, fire, and air, and he is in the space element. So I was interrupted by a Scorpio in a Scorpio reading, right? So just coming back to this card, that space is enveloping, space is around him, and that's why he is able to completely connect with the 4 elements, and space is the connection to the brain. Then here in the Handel Tarot, he is standing here all naked, clearly showing himself just the way he is, with the 4 elements above his head, right? So my tarot yoga position was, of course, meditation, and I decided to first do Mars as a background, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4 windows into the universe, into the consciousness. Then I added this mandala, the Tibetan way of meditation with the 4 elements, right here in the center behind his heart, the square and the circle. Here Aries symbolisms, the square, the circle again. And then the latest was to show that there is also the spring equinox, equal day, and here I have to make a night out of it, right? Day and night, equal length, and also the connection to Pisces and to Taurus, right? That there is a reading also happening going forward and also backward, pre or pro session. This is where the sun is at. Then the moon in your sign, Scorpio. So again, when we look, of course, at this card, you know, the death is something we are faced with in these times more than ever. And the card in itself explains us that there is a reincarnation happening. This is not a setting sun, it's a rising sun because of where it's positioned. If it would be positioned here, it would be the sunset, but it's the sunrise. And of course the white horse with the black, right? Again, black and white, the masculine and the feminine. The feminine background for the white flower. Here, Aleister Crowley spiraling the light up into higher consciousness. And then, of course, in this card, in the Medicine Woman, we see that the sunset has been used, but I feel it should be a circular energy, so it's not only sunset, but it's sunset and sunrise, right? It's like a ritual. It's like it's always happening. It's coming back and it's coming again and again. And then here, of course, you know this one if you've been with me for a while, Mystic Mondays, the path, the head, this brain, the mind is the last thing that's left in a way, right? What's in the mind, what we have consciously understood is what stays and survives. Then the position, of course, is Scorpio for you. You are bringing, right, the tail, also the dangerous part of you above your head, and you don't want to be in the ego anymore, which is in a way very interesting. So it's almost like you're saying, right, let go of the ego by also taking on this position. Then the next pose is this one. Was for me understanding that there is the phoenix rising, there is this growth cycle, and the seed, the new seed, Noon, right? The card, the name of this card, Noon, meaning fish, meaning subconscious, Pisces. And then the newest card again, how the day and the night, right? The days are getting shorter, the night are getting longer. In Scorpio, that's when fall is beginning. We fall, we let go, right? And again, the two fish. Here I added the earth. A new earth is rising each day. It's a new earth, it's a new dawn, right? That we are able to consciously tap into. If you're born between October 13th to November 12th, again, you are the classical King of Cups, right? Diving deeper and deeper. Here you, completion of the cups, diving deeper into love, right? Love that gets deeper and deeper. Here also the King of Cups. And here Parsifal, right? One of the German medieval stories. It was, I think, in the 13th century, where he was looking for the Holy Grail. And on that path of searching for love, he found love, he got married. And it's this tale of deep, deep, deep love that is committed, that is so committed, it's committed within us. Good. So you, Scorpio, are a water sign, and we like to eat carbohydrates on a day like this. Then, of course, the sense organs are connected to you, and the sense organs are, in a sense, that the nervous system, right? It's each sense organ has a nervous system connected to. So the nervous system is what stimulates you, right? Nervous system, because you are connected to sexuality. The physical part is literally the penis and the vagina, right? That's what's connecting you to the sign. And in it makes you passionate. Right? You're very passionate, you're very sexual. You're also mysterious. You fearless. You want to get to a place. You don't stop. But the king is one that goes all the way to the top. Right? So it's something that you're looking for. The planet that's connected to you is Pluto. And Pluto is about destiny, rebirth, regeneration, transformation, right? So that's why this card is very often called transformation. Also a new perspective or an evolution or a new view that we get. The first card that came out for you is beautiful, right? Look at it. Yes, so there is the tree of life within the big coin, the 10th coin. And it's saying here, this happy family is making you happy, is making you rich. You feel rich. It doesn't mean that when you're rich that you have always millions. Sometimes having enough to eat and having just a good life is rich enough, right? And I think there is a big shift in how we using our resources now. I think we have to come to a place of letting go of we need to be all extremely rich, right? That's the goal, that everybody wants to be rich now. And it doesn't mean nothing, right? When we exploit literally the planet. So there is a new understanding and a new awareness that's coming into what does it mean to be rich. Now, as you can see, there are these lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, which is what's connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lower energy, right? Or the 5 upper of those lights, right? Because they're hanging up there, and so it could be a connection to the 5. The 5 of Pentacles, though, is you don't know where you belong to. Nevertheless, here you have the light, so it's the last 5, the working on it, independence, strength, Aries, right? Here he is. Here's the Emperor. Here's the meditation. Here is the man, the sun. So you start realizing, yes, I am giving myself an empowerment by having the financial situation, by having a stability that I build myself upon. But now you're starting to move forward. Emotionally, you want to go from the 8, depending now what comes next, to the 7, or you're walking to the 9. Usually you should walk to the 9, right? And as you can see, she's walking into the sunset, so there is a correlation or a connection to this card where the sun again is in the same corner. You see that? So it's a sunrise. She is emotionally able to say, I want to move forward. Maybe you had all of this. You had, and you can see from the colors, it's totally different energy. But you want to be emotionally be more satisfied, more fulfilled. There's more to it than just all this money, happy family, and to be an emperor. There's this emotional search for a deeper understanding of who you want to be, right? So I keep this a little bit separate from those two. So it's a totally different color. So you're searching for, where are you going? To the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands is clearly saying Venus in Aries, right? Again, the Aries. So you stay in this energy, you stay in the stability, but you also want to have fun. You're searching, you're walking emotionally forward, to be with friends, to be maybe even with a marriage. Maybe you ready to say, now I want to get even married. Right? That's what the Four of Wands usually is, but also being happy in a relationship, friendships, right? Enjoying yourself. Now here you have again an Aries. So this is the court card for the Emperor, right? So the Queen of Wands is creative. The Queen of Wands is having the spark, is having the light, is having an understanding of, right, fun. So either there's an Aries playing a big part in your life, or you yourself become this energy of the Emperor, the energy of being independent, being also active, right? Because you are very much emotions, right? The 8 is Saturn in Pisces, right? So before the 7 is Venus in Scorpio, but now you are Saturn in Pisces. So you dived through the 7, right? Venus in Scorpio, dive deep into emotions, but you're searching again, like the Pisces. You're searching for the love, right? Pisces is the Knight of Cups, and all the knights are searching. They never give up, right? They're kind of also active. They don't like to sit. So you want to move forward. Something in you says, I want to move. In search of this sun in Aries, in search of a new year, a new beginning, right? Because as you can see, it's like she holds the idea, the spark, and here she's even saying, yes, I'm doing it, you know? She looks back and it's like, yeah, I did it. I did live this. Put them together. Crazy. So the card jumped onto the table, literally like open-faced, upside down, meaning there is now fire and air. All the queens are water, and she's fire. Water and air. But since it's upside down, let's have a look. Queen of Swords. Upside down. Sharp and sometimes cold communication. Strive to use your words wisely and to refrain from being mean or emotional. Indifference, a message to use your head more and your heart less. Aloofness, bitterness. Right, so the emotional side of you has moved forward, and something within you is not flowing. You're thinking too much. You're not in your mind connected to what your body or what your actions are about. You understand? It's almost like you walking away from this. or you holding this in the back of you, right? You are happy family, and you are the central part of this family. Then you're moving forward. You're moving because we cannot stay on one place. It has to move, right? So you're moving forward, and then more of this fun and funkiness is happening. But something in you says, I also need to stop and think about. It's almost like it's saying, no, this is too much. I cannot. Eh? You see what I mean? It's like, no, it's too much. It's like, strive to use your words wisely and to refrain from being mean or emotional. So maybe you've been quite emotional here, right? You've been it's almost like this is too much for you, and you need to block it. Something inside of you needs to block it. It's really interesting because it's like it's two warm colors to a cold. Then again, too warm to a cold, this time even upside down. It's like you in this shift between warm and cold, warm and cold. Okay, so you're not walking up to the 9, you're going to the 7, like I said. And the 7 is Sun, no, Venus in Scorpio. Relationship. Something in your relationship is making you have to choose, and you don't know what to choose from. And from the colors this between, it's like saying, yeah, I don't know. Something is blocking, something is not flowing. Or maybe it is flowing because it's upside down, right? But the native, the medicine woman says, when a card is upside down, it says it's not here yet, this clear thinking, this, right, wanting maybe to be independent, wanting maybe to be alone. It's not here yet. You cannot do that yet. So you walk from 8 to 7. There you are. Court card, King of Cups. Here you are. And this is almost saying, yes, you got to turn yourself upside down. You got to make a choice. And the choice is diving deeper into love. So it's just a test here. This going further is making you realize that you have yourself. It's making you realize that here you are loving yourself. So let's see, I want one more card. Then we have 9 and the 10th underneath. Beautiful. You really have come to 1 cup floating. So this 1 cup, you said, okay, let me again reevaluate my life. The 7, you're pointing here on this cup with the ladder, and this 1 cup is right here, the same hand position to the cup. It's almost like you feel that when you pick one of all the emotional illusions that you can pick yourself. And when you pick yourself, it started with this thought, right? Because she has one clear bird above her, and now she's literally saying, I want something, I want to be clear, but it's not here yet. And you arrive at yourself. Diving down, searching. Pisces, right? Again, like I said, the Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, and Saturn is always like, okay, it's time to move forward, it's time to go another round, it's time to dive deeper, because that's what you love to do. That's what you do. You love to bring the understanding of love to the next level, right? Because the personality that the King of Cups is mature love and experience will renew you, and you allow yourself to fall, right? It's this ever deepening love, the quest, the search from moon to moon. You're starting to becoming more connected to the moon cycle. You're starting to be connected to a cycle, right? The cyclical energy is taking part of you and liberating you, like in a way almost like you understand the sun is rising, the sun is setting, the sun is rising, the sun is setting. You understanding exactly what I said. I don't like that it's just the sunset, it's also the sunrise. You understand, right? Deep down, falling, diving down, something rises up. Deep down, falling down, something rises up. You are searching further and further beyond status, beyond money, beyond being in the square you like to be. In the emotional, that's why you moving forward. You need to connect deeper and deeper, because you're an emotional, a water sign. And yes, this is all fun, this is on the surface great, but you got to dive deep. And it's almost like you said here, I don't want to think anymore, I just pick me and I let myself go deeper into the ocean, because this is who I am. I accept myself and I liberate myself. I bring myself out of exactly what we always think is we need to be better, we need to be different, but no, you just have to be you. You coming out here in this deep, deep connection. I just want one card for the reversed Queen of Swords. What is that thought that came to you? So she looks and says, my mind sees a collaboration, working with other people, being stable, being grounded. Another king, this is a Taurus, right? The Taurus is very grounded, very, I'm established, and somehow you are serious. You don't only want to have fun. You don't only want to have all of this. You also want to work, right? Work with others. The work, going to work and making money made you realize something. And that's when you turned really upside down, and you will turn this up again, right? It's not here yet. So that's what this card is saying. And that's when you realized now you're diving deep into yourself, right? The same hand position. But you see, it's the left. No, sorry. It's the right hand. The right hand is touching the ball, and the right hand is masculine. The right hand is analytical. The right hand is working. The right hand is saying, I want to be solid and work and combine, right? These elements. You have fire, an Aries, fire, an Aries, water, air, earth, water. So this said, come down from this aloof thinking, come down, work, put your money aside financially, be stable, be strong, be grounded. That's what this initiated, then that you started to choose you, right? You're not just earth, but you also want to incorporate earth into your life. Because just emotions is too much, right? So you have learned to move forward, right? Because this again is Saturn in Pisces, and of course this here is Venus in Scorpio. You decided to love yourself. You decided to work on yourself, to become more grounded, to become more energized in a sense of being you, accepting you. You dive down and you release yourself completely into a new cycle again, right? Because this is the 10. It's the wheel of karma, right? And this is a 20. It's like you understood something. You understood something. And of course, underneath, I see a new spark already coming up in you. And look at that. A child of the earth and a child of the fire is bringing a new combination to you. Nice. So it is again and again, as I can see, an awareness of growing, constantly growing. Nothing is fixed, nothing is staying always the same. It's always continuously growing, shifting, changing. And that's what these cards are literally telling you. Like, things are evolving and going deeper and deeper. And this year is going to bring you the understanding that you becoming a child, yeah? You liberating yourself. You are here to find even deeper levels of yourself. So that you can begin, right? You can begin again to be young, fresh. Thank you for watching. Namaste.